Okay, I have a couple more examples here that deal with radicals, and I wanted to show them in case it help you in some way on a problem on a test or something like that. Oops, I don't know what's going on here. Sorry. That says radicals. So anyway, we have the square root of, I'm going to dive right in, 3a squared times the square root of 18b squared. Well, here, to simplify, we're going to work on the property we've been working on all along, is that this equals the square root of, multiply these parts, 54, right, 3 times 18 times a squared times b squared. That might help us see that that equals the square root of 54 times the square root of a squared times the square root of b squared. Break these up, we have, this is b, that's a, and we can think of the square root of 54 as what? Well, let's take it and divide it in half. That might help us see something. Well, isn't 2 times 27 equals the square root of 54? So I know I can't do anything with the square root of 2. We'll leave that as irrational. So we have the square root of 27, which isn't that equal to just 9 times 3, and there we get our perfect square. So I'm going to rewrite this as 6 times 9, because 2 times 3 is 6. Square root of 9 is 3, so 3 radical 6. And then that times a times b, so we get 3ab radical 6 for this problem. Okay, next problem. And I hope I'm just not going too fast here, but in previous videos I took my time on explaining these. I don't want to be too redundant. In this problem we have 12 times the square root of 6 over 3 times the square root of 6. So before you start evaluating the square root of 6, notice that we can think of this problem as 12 over 3 times 6 over 6. And you can even see it more clearly now that this has got to be 1. And that just leaves you 12 over 3, which is just 12 divided by 3, or 4. So before you start evaluating a problem with a radical, see if you can divide them out or simplify them somehow. So what about this problem right here? We have 5 times the square root of 24x over 10 times the square root of 6x. And this seems nasty at first, but let's remember that this numerator is 5 times the square root of 24 times the square root of x. That's the same thing. We were talking about this property all along. You can split these up when you're multiplying, over 10 times the square root of 6 times the square root of x. And now, using the same idea, can't you see? The square root of x divided by itself is 1. So that's gone. So we have 5 square root of 24 over 10 square root of 6. I'm not going to be able to touch the square root of 6, but I can touch the square root of 24. Think of that as 4 times 6. So the square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 6 will leave alone. So now we have 5 times the square root of 4, which is 2, times the square root of 6, over 10 times the square root of 6. And this is cool because this is 10 divided by 10, which is 1. Square root of 6 divided by square root of 6 is 1. So all of this reduces down to just 1. And I love problems like that. And the next one, we got another example of a division problem. And some of the ideas are the same here. But anyway, so we have 5 times the square root of 48 a to the third power b over 10 times the square root of 3 a b. So by standard reason, you might see this already. In the last problem, we took parts that were in the square root, and we said we can divide them. Let's do the same thing here. And we're going to think of this part of the problem as, if I just saw this, 48a to the third b over 3ab, right? And b divided by b is 1. 48 divided by 3 is 16. And a squared, a to the third, divided by a is equal to a to the second. You can think about it like this, a to the third over a. Well, these one pair of a's cancel out. That's why we subtract those exponents. And we get a squared. So all of this stuff, we can say, well, 5 divided by 10 is a half, times this stuff, which is just the square root of 16a squared. And that's much easier to deal with because that equals 1/2 times the square root of 16 times the square root of a squared. Square root of 16 is 4. 4 times 1/2 times the square root of a squared, which is just a. So this equals 2, and our answer is 2 times a, or 2a for that problem. And I think that'll be it for this video. I hope that helped. I'm just looking at other examples, see if we have anything different. Alright, thanks a lot. Bye.